Skier Hospital is home to a museum dedicated to the world's first heart transplant.
Later, South Africa is still rated one of the top 10 countries in the world for heart transplants.
How did you react when you learned that the world's first human heart transplant was performed in Cape Town, South Africa? Or that the world's largest diamond, weighing 3,106 carats, was also found in South Africa? Maybe you've never been taught things like this before. But that's not all. South Africa is home to beautiful and historical places that are totally worth your vacation budget. Let's take a look at the top 10 places to visit in South Africa. Number 10. The Blyde River Canyon. Just so you know, the magnificent Blyde River Canyon is the third largest canyon in the world and one of South Africa's many wonders. It is situated in the province of Mpumalanga and offers several fascinating sights. Now, the canyon is a child of the Blyde River, but proceeds from the Drakensberg Escarpment and spills into the Blyde Port Dam. The Blyde River was originally named Trur River, which meant River of Mourning. Here's the story behind this unlikely name. A group of Voortrekker travelers thought that they lost their leader, Hendrik Potgieter, and his team while traveling through the valley of the river. The surviving team named the place Trur River, but on their return, they discovered that Potgieter and his team were still alive, prompting them to rename the Trur River Blyde River, meaning joy. You're sure to find beehive-shaped rocks rising above the canyon, called the Three Rondables, and other astonishing viewpoints such as God's Window. The Blyde River Canyon is understandably a popular spot for exploring by car, on foot, or horseback. Keep an eye out for a variety of wildlife along the way, such as hippos, crocodiles, and Samango monkeys, as well as Cape vulture and African fish eagle. Number 9. Cape Winelands. Among the several world-famous attractions in Cape Town, the Cape Winelands, which dates back to the 1650s, effortlessly stands out as the most popular. If you're a sucker for exquisite wine, you'll have a wonderland experience in South Africa's extraordinary Cape Winelands. The Winelands is only a 45-minute drive from Cape Town. It lies in a beautiful region made up of 3 main wine areas: Stellenbosch, Franschhoek, and Paarl, which produce some of the world's finest wine. The Cape Winelands is traced back to the Dutch settlement in South Africa in 1652. They had set up a port there to provide fresh food and water to the passing ships of the Dutch East India Company. They soon realised they were in fertile land, blessed with an ideal climate for growing grapes, and before you know it, wine farms started springing up in the town. The first wine was produced in 1659 by Dutch explorer Jan van Riebeek, the same person who founded Cape Town. Since then, the region has taken an unwavering interest in wineries. A trip to Cape Town would be incomplete without exploring the exquisiteness of Cape Winelands. Next up, Addo Elephant National Park. The Addo Elephant National Park is just spectacular. It is also inspiring. When next you talk about the value in small beginnings, the Addo Elephant should tug at the back of your mind. It was foremostly established in 1931 as a safe house to protect the 11 reddish-coloured surviving Addo elephants in the area. Guess what? Right now, the park is home to over 600 elephants and other animals as well. Interestingly, this is the only park in the world where you can spot the Africa's Big Seven, namely lion, buffalo, elephant, rhinoceros, leopard, whale, and the great white shark. Now, aside from watching the splendour of the diverse creatures, there are other fun activities to engage in at the Addo Elephant National Park. You can go hiking, horse riding, and a whole lot more. Number 7. Hermanus. This magnificent seaside town has a tale-like history that dates back to the early 1800s, where Hermanus Peters, a travelling teacher, followed a path made by a herd of elephants. Hermanus, who doubled as a shepherd and explorer, grew tired of his local community and wandered along an elephant trail which led him to a fresh spring, a fine grazing setting. He was satisfied with the new location and set up his camp there. In no time, several people began to come around to fend for their livestock as well, till it became the settlement it is today. Also, it's no surprise that Hermanus is currently a popular tourist centre. The area is surrounded by proud mountains and the aquamarine water of the Atlantic. The town is also home to little beaches and a wine valley. Every year, southern whales swim to the waters of Hermanus to give birth. Now, if you ever thought of watching gigantic whales somersault while sipping juice, you might want to hurry down to this location. And even if there's a slim chance that you get bored with the event, you can then spend the rest of the day hiking, fishing, or horse riding on the beach. Hermanus is the total experience. Number 6. Durban Safari. Think of South Africa and images of green savanna landscapes and roaming wildlife would instantly come to mind. And even if an African country has attained a level of civilization, it wouldn't be complete without boasting of a unique cultural experience. Luckily, the vibrant city of Durban combines the best of both worlds in the most brilliant array. It is easy to sideline Durban in the presence of bustling cities like Cape Town and Johannesburg. Nonetheless, Durban, which happens to be South Africa's busiest, stands out proudly. Durban offers a scenic display where you can explore the city's important role in world history, which is the rich heritage of its Zulu people, as well as its countless natural wonders, from the beach to the bush. Talking about the beach, Durban is home to some popular sandy beaches lapped by the warm waters of the Indian Ocean. When you next visit, make sure to surf the waves of the popular waters or dive to explore life beneath the waves. Next up is Kalahari Transfrontier Park. This phenomenal centre was carved from South Africa's Kalahari Gemsbok National Park and Botswana's Gemsbok National Park, making it one of the largest wilderness in the world. Founded in 2000, it is Africa's first official transfrontier park and one of the top places to visit in South Africa's Northern Cape. The ambience of the park, filled with red earth, golden grasslands and deep blue skies, is an excellent backdrop for some Instagram selfies and game viewing. The Kalahari houses a large diversity of wildlife, including the popular black-haired Kalahari lion, nests of sociable weavers, and countless bird species. Keep your eyes open and you'll also spot leopards, cheetahs and hyenas. Sadly, the Kalahari's vast landmark and the nature of the kinds of creatures within make part of the Kalahari inaccessible without a four-wheel vehicle. Even at that, it is a total adventure. Number 4. Garden Route. Considered one of the most beautiful drive routes in the world, the Garden Route runs for about 200 kilometers along some of South Africa's most phenomenal sceneries, forests, game reserves, sandy beaches and the Indian Ocean. There's so much to see along the Garden Route that it's almost impossible not to stop for at least every 5 minutes. Folks, you'll need more than 5 days to explore the ride to the fullest. Some of the adventures along the way are close-up elephant experiences, cool pools, thick forests surrounded by flying monkeys and large birds. Tourists are scattered all over the route with cameras and notepads to capture their experiences. If you're still on this ride, your third stop will be Drakensberg. Drakensberg is one of the most exciting places to visit in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal. The name Drakensberg means Dragon Mountains. The essence of such a dramatic name is evident in the majestic view of these mountains. The mountains are a medley of waterfalls and hiking trails separated into the northern and southern angles. The northern Drakensberg tempts guests with its warm climate that's perfect for hiking. There's a notable absence of snowfall in this region. Also, you can enjoy a 2-day hike to the amphitheatre and at the same time explore the Royal Natal National Park, which is home to Tugela Falls, the second highest waterfall in the world. On the southern side of Drakensberg, the adventure is unending. You can cruise to Lesotho through the highest pub in Africa or engage in mountain tours. Tourists flock to Drakensberg to hike or bike the mountains or to fish or swim in the waters of the flowing rivers. And if you're looking for a breathtaking view of Drakensberg, don't fret, a hot air balloon ride has been prepared just for you. Number 2. Kruger National Park. The Kruger National Park is one of South Africa's most famous and accessible game reserves. In summary, it is a wildlife lover's dream. Although the park was established in 1898, the public wasn't able to explore it until 1920. Since that time, Kruger has been at the top of the bucket list for both locals and tourists hoping to spot one of the renowned Africa Big Five. Kruger National Park is located in northeast South Africa and spans a wide stretch of land from grasslands and dense forests to rivers and dry streams. Although park rides are available, it is more fascinating to explore the game reserve on a self-drive. Rhinos and buffalo sightings add to a worthwhile driving experience. Kruger is also a place for the most beautiful birds, so be sure to take your binoculars with you when you visit. Number 1. Cape Town. Cape Town isn't only South Africa's second largest city and home to the legislative government, but it's also one of the most recognised cities in the world. The city has a piece of everything: history, nature, culture, you name it. In 1967, the world performed its first human heart transplant in Cape Town. Its gorgeous beaches and epic mountain views are second to none. The locals are friendly as well and probably crown the highlights of a visit to the city. Also, the city is unique for housing several phenomenal locations, such as Table Mountain, and Robben Island. If you're interested in the history of South Africa's independent struggle, the Two Oceans Aquarium and Devil's Peak, these locations are only a piece of the cake. Cape Town is located on the southwest corner of the Western Cape Province and enjoys a mild sea climate and a spectacular natural setting that makes you just want to wear sunglasses and sip expensive wine on a yacht. As easy as that, we've toured through 10 of the most exciting places in South Africa. Well, electronically. We hope you had a great time. It would be better if you see these phenomenal locations for yourself. Let us know which of these has captured your interest in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more content. We love you and stay safe.